So with the Python variables, um, so we have variable naming rules. You cannot name a variable with like with how should I say it? Variables should not begin with numbers and they should not contain spaces. And so like, an example is this. So these are correct variables, right? The ones I gave initially. This the age 20, the name 20. But if you type 2age equal to 20, you get an error. It's a syntax error. So this part of the variable naming rules. They should not begin with numbers. Another one is that they should not contain spaces. So let me give an example. Student, look at this. Look at this example. Student's name equal to, let me see, okay, give me a student's name. John Boy, like, okay, John, right? This is um okay, you wait. Yeah, sorry. Student's name. You see, I didn't bring the the apostrophe. So students. Let's run it back. Run it back. Student name equals, sorry, name equals, equals John. Wow, good. I'm a very good teacher. Okay, the student's name is equal to John. You see, this is a very correct. Yeah, it's a correct variable because there is no syntax error. But imagine you type student with space name equal John, then this no longer becomes a variable. Syntax error. I hope you understand. Now, so variables use reverse keywords like if, for, while, class, and def. So some people start their Python program with def, main, and this. It's not really necessary. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not really necessary. You can, because Python is a scripting language, you don't need to call all the functions. Okay, forget about that. Let's not go, let's not go far. So we have data types in Python, and the data type tells the Python what kind of data is being stored. So we have four common data types, and we have the integers, the floats, the decimals. Float is rather decimal. So, and we have string. We have string and boolean. So let me give you sharp examples. Fast. Um, Bro, I try to clear. I can't clear the screen. Bro. Okay, so an example of the integer. So consider integers as no whole numbers. So for instance, age 20, that's an integer because a whole number. Can write temperature equal to -4. That's an integer because a whole number. Floats are decimal numbers. You know what decimal numbers is? They have decimals in between. So those are floats. And string. So string are text like Elliot, um string text here. Those are considered strings. Okay. And now we have one thing you should know is that strings are always inside quotes. So as you can see, our example where we had John, which wasn't inside a quote, so we had an error. But when you kept it inside a quote, the error wasn't there anymore. And boolean or boolean, it contains true or false. So am I a student? True or false? True. So that's how it works. And in order to check data types, you use type. Okay. So an example, we have. I hope this is showing. I hope this is showing. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Tiki, no tiki taka. Yeah. All right, let's go. So what was I saying? What was I saying? Checking the data types. We use type. Okay. So an example, age equal to 20. If you want to check the data type, let me input it first. Age equal to 20. So if you want to check the type of data type for the age, you print type and then the age. Okay. So my interpreter is giving me some things like data type for the variable. So here it's telling us it's an integer. Okay. So let me give you something else. So let's say true. Okay. Now let me I don't know if how this okay. Now let me I don't know if how this work, but let's see print type of like true. So let's see. Okay, so it's a boolean. Okay, so let me give you another one so that you'll be able to follow. Um, tiki tiki tiki, na te piki taka, tiki, na te ke te kaka, na. Right, back again. So what print um why am I saying so many m's? So like you get a point. So let me give you one more example. Let's see. Let me see 1.0. I don't know if this will work, but okay. So let's see. So print type and then your your 1.0. Do you want to find what type of data type this is? Okay, using our Python. So it's telling us that it's a float. So decimal. That's very understandable. So let's continue. Okay. So you have type conversions, okay? And type conversions can convert one type into another. So for example, age age equal to int. We have a string, okay, 20, right? The reason why it's a string is because it's inside the so integer to string, okay. So now so yeah, so that's what makes it a string. What am I saying? Okay, so age equal to string 20. Let's see. Okay, so this is an integer to string. So age equal to string 20. So you know that 20 is an integer, right? But here we are making it a string. We are making oh my goodness. Okay. Hey, my network, my network, my bad. So you can convert float to integers, okay? So how should I do this? Okay, in order to do it, you can let's try number equal to int 5.9. Okay, so now our output, let's print number. Okay, print number. So you see you have 5, meaning to remove the decimal, it's made it a whole number. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So now let's talk about operators. So operators perform calculations and comparisons. Yeah. So in Python we have the normal operators using math, addition, subtraction. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So let's move. And now we have Modulus reminder, that is used a percentage. It works with modulo arithmetic. Comes in. So comparison operators. We have for comparison operators. Oh, I wish I could clear all this. So it will be in the middle of the screen because it's at the bottom, the very bottom. For comparison operators, we have equal to, like two equal to. This is this return true or false. Okay. So let me give you an example. So 5 equal to 5, right? So you see it gave true. But let's try this again. 5 12. See, this is a false statement, so that's what we're seeing over you. Teacher, this is my first time teaching Python. Calm, calm, calm. And now there's another comparison operator I need to know is the not equal to operator. So it is an exclamation mark and an equal to sign, right? So if you see an exclamation mark and an equal to sign, it means not equal. So let me give you another example. So 5, you see the first time you did equal to 5, and it gives true because 5 is actually equals 5. But let's try 5 not equal to 3. Wait, how? Yeah. So the reason it's true is because 5 is not equal to 3. It's not equal to 3. Let's try again with 5 not equal to 5, and let's see if we get true. And it's a false statement. So that's very true. I was confused for a bit. So we have logical operators. So this one's we use and like we combine conditions. So 5, let me give you an example. 5 greater than 2 and 7 greater than 3. So it's true. It's true, right? It's true. Hey, I wonder what will happen if 4 is less than 3. So I'll give a true and false statement and see how it works. And let me try 7 and 8 is greater than 5. So it makes the whole statement false because one statement is false. To make the whole statement false. So that's something I've learned. So by teaching, I've learned something. That's very good. That's very, very good. That's very good. That's very good. Okay. Yeah. Yo, sorry, my network. My network is very bad. It's disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting. Let's talk about control structures. So for control structures, program makes decisions using if statements and repeats actions using loops. So that's where we use structures. Control structures. Okay, so for instance, age equal to 18, right? 18, right? Now, if age is greater than or equal to, and then we bring our semicolon. All right, let me try it again. Unexpected indents. Oh yeah. Sorry, it was my bad. So oh, if why is this still red, bro? Why is this still? Let me try. Age is equal to, Why so many notifications, bro? Are we connected? Oh yeah, I guess we are. Age is equal to 18, right? Now you're saying if, come on, why is it still red? If age is greater or equal to 18, uh-huh, you print adults, okay? Print adults, adults. So you put that in a column. Yeah, you put that in quotation marks. Okay, so this is it. So let's. Uh-oh. So let's see what it brings. So adult, because the age is equal to 18. So these are control structures. Okay. These are like the very basic control structures. So now notice that the colon and the indentation spaces. It's like, have you noticed it? What I'm trying to say is that Python uses these indentations to know which lines belong to the if block. So yeah, so meaning this line belongs to the if block. Okay. So now let's talk about if else statements. Okay. So we'll give another example. And the fact that everything is beneath the screen, like you have to be focusing beneath the screen. We use if blocks. So if else statements. If else statement. So for instance, let's say age equals to 15. Age is equal to 15. Right? Now if age is greater than or equal to 18, bring our semicolon, print adults. Okay, so it always needs to be in quotation. Else, so now the else this time just to be right underneath the if statement. Okay, else, then we bring another indentation, print minor. A minor, dinner like us, dinner like us. All right, so enter. Right, so now let's see the output. So the output is minor because the age is 15. So 15 is under 18. So a minor. Now let's talk about elif or else. Oh my goodness, this gets interesting. Come on. Score equals to 85, right? Score equals 85. We're trying to say that if score is greater than or equal to 90, this is my example. Okay, so if score is greater than or sorry, greater or equal to 90, hmm, print A, right? Print A. So like you get an A on the test, right? Elif. So this is for like multiple if statements, right? Elif score is greater or equal to 80. So this one it caps at the 90. So like you see, this one greater or equal to 80, you get B, right? Even though 85 is greater, it's like 90 is greater, doesn't mean that it will cap at the 90. Like I hope you understand what I'm saying. You are human, you should understand. Bro. You should understand. So you print B. Alright, and another L if statement. Meaning like there are multiple if statements. Multiple if statements. 4 is greater or equal to 70. Print C. Oh yeah, so you see, because of the space, elif score greater than or equal to 70. But doesn't have to start everywhere. Like, it will end here. We'll end at 70. We like to print. No, we can't end here. Copy. Yeah, so these were the errors. You see, so yeah, when you clear the space from the greater or equal to, the error disappears. Oh, multiple statements found while compiling a single statement. Oh, I need to close this. How do I close? Like I need a fresh. Uh, uh, yo, 1 minute. 1 minute. Ta-da-da-da, ta-da-da, 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 ta-da-da. Yo, I'll have to continue with from where I ended last time. Okay. Okay. Hey, I hope you can all see. Yeah, they can see. They can see. Okay, so I'll just type out everything. Okay. So now this is it. Score is greater or equal to 70. Um, there. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Multiple statement found while compiling a single. Okay, the reason for all this is that I'm using the idle shell. So like the correct way to do this is to open a new Python file. Okay. So you click on file, click on new, open a new project. So I hope this shows. I hope because OBS won't capture this. Yo, my streaming is very, very bad. Now, I see something. I have to go and prepare and come back and get a better setup for the streaming. Okay, so at least out from what you've learned something. You know what I'm saying? Psych.